Hello, everyone. Welcome into Total Fool Reacts. We're going to go back down the well of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I had mixed comments on the last one, majoritively positive. So thank you all for commenting on my last video. And so because of that, we're going to jump into another one. This song and this particular video specifically was highly requested. We're looking at Iron Lung live on KEXP station. Could be a radio station, could be a concert, could be a festival. But based on the name KEXP, it sounds more like it's like a radio station. But we'll find out. Anyway, so now we're going to get on with the reaction. All right, this is going to be my reaction to Iron Lung live on KEXP, performed by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Let's begin. Woo, okay, sorry, no good place to pause. As usual, much more mellow than the last song we did. What was it? Dragon. Much more mellow than Dragon. But I didn't realize that they were essentially three lead vocalists, but they sound similarly enough. Maybe it's the effect on the mics, but it sounds similar enough where one might not even be able to tell if it's three different people if you're not watching this, if you're just hearing it. And I think I'm trying to remember with Dragon. There was some sort of brass instrument. I'm seeing the sax on this one, but I think there was some brass elements on that song too, right? Anyway, let's carry on. Love it so far. I'm sorry. This is hard to keep track of. It's like two guitars will meld in with each other. You get lost because you can't tell anymore which one's playing which melody or which riff. This has to be hard to write with this many members. Or is it just sort of like each member is given, yeah, just do this, do whatever you feel like here. And they're all good enough to know what would sound good with what the other's doing. And is this pretty loyal to like the studio version, or do they just sort of go off and sort of not jam, what's the word? I can't think of it. I can't think of the term. When they're just sort of going. Do they just go? All right. I gotta pause and calm down a little bit. There's still 4 minutes left of this thing. I'm getting, with the vocals right now, that the gentleman in the red, who is doing keys and sax, it's making me think a little bit of Jack White. I'm not sure if that's, if he was inspired by Jack White, or if that's just, people's voices are their voices, but you can do a little bit to try to emulate someone you might admire or want to sound like, but that might not be what he's doing. But yeah, that's what I got in that section there. I'm sure it's going to keep going. I will say this, I'm liking this a lot more than Dragon. I like Dragon. I enjoyed it a lot. And this started off with that much lower energy, and I was wondering if we were going to pick up, and we clearly have. Everybody's so relaxed though. The drummer especially. Yeah, this is wild, so I'm going to keep going. Sorry, I have to pause. I was gonna wait till the end to say this, but from what I've been exposed to, as far as when it comes to say like rock bands or if this is prog rock, but nothing outside of pop and rap, anything like that. Typically, guitarists, they play the guitar. Bassists will play the bass. Sometimes, in the case of Zeppelin, the bassist also played the keys. But sometimes, when it is a situation like that, the drummer plays the drums. There's really no time for them to do anything else. But sometimes there's just, I'm not sure if I should feel sorry for this member or praise this member. But the guy on the keys, he's doing saxophone, he's doing keys, he's doing is that a tambourine? No, what is that? And he's just using, he's got the shaker. He's all over the place. He's doing vocals, sometimes lead vocals. And sometimes is it like, come on, guys, can someone else do something else? Can someone else add an instrument to their job? Why do I have to play 4 or 5 things and sing? Or is they just, I mean, he looks like he's having a blast. So I'm sure, but I wonder if there's ever any of but sometimes I wonder if there's any bit of contention from that member of the group that has to sometimes do multiple things. It's like, come on, I'm playing 4 or 5 things here. Can someone do 2? Take something off of my plate here? Come on. One thing also I wanted to say, when you have 3 guitars, it can easily be a mess. Like, these guys are all, it seems like they're all doing solos, but they're all constructed so well that they fit. It's not too much. It's like you focus on one and you kind of, the other 2 are in the background, and then all of a sudden you get reminded of one of the other ones. And you're like, oh, what's that? And then your ears sort of focusing on what that one's doing. I'm trying harder to hear the bass and the keys. Unfortunately, a lot of times, and this is not uncommon, but this seems to be mixed a little bit to favor the guitars. And I get it. 3 of the members are playing guitars, but it does make it so the bass and the keys are kind of sometimes, even when there's a point where I'm not sure if you could tell, I was sort of squinting. The camera was focusing on the key player, and I was trying to even hear what was coming out of it. I'm sure if you removed the bass and the keys, you would notice them missing, but I'm not able to individually sort of hear what's going on with the bass and the keys in a lot of the song. That's just what I'll say. And like when he's got, I think, a tambourine and then that other shaker, some type of instrument. When someone's doing something like that in this high energy point in a song, can that even be heard? If he was not playing those things, would it sound any different? I don't know.
Discover new music at listener-powered-KEXP.org.
We shall. Okay, that was Iron Lung live on KEXP, performed by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. That was exceptional. I will add this to my playlist for sure. I enjoyed this more than Dragon. Dragon had a different energy. The video showed a bit of their just silliness. This was not featured here at all. They definitely took the performance seriously, but this just shows these guys are serious musicians, and I enjoyed that very much. The guitars could have gotten to that many guitars doing that much all at the same time could be a disaster, but they made it all fit. It fit very well. It never felt like it was too much. The drums were doing some crazy beats and fills, and that also never felt too much. You could tell that these guys could easily go crazier, and there may be plenty of examples where they do in other songs, but it wasn't here. It was like a lot of discipline, we'll say. Anyway, I want to thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video. If you have, if there's anything else you want me to react to by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard or anyone else, please leave it down in the comments section below. This has been another Total Fool Reacts.